This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
No.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world.
I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! We are doing another one of these first impressions. This time we have Red Christmas, not to be mistaken with the other kind of anti-abortion Red Christmas. This is done by that Silver Searchlight Studios. It did some really fun stuff that we got. Silver Spotlight Studios that covered some really fun stuff. This one, not so much. But that doesn't mean that it's bad, because there's a lot of good to it, and I'm going to talk about this. This actually is actually a bargain for what it is, and I agree that's worth the price. The movie itself, maybe not, but what's on it is worth it. So, essentially, there's this female serial killer, and she only kills men, and she gets off on it and screws the corpses and all that stuff. And she likes to torture them to death. And you get to go through and watch her torture a guy to death. Ripping out the you would have a hard time with this.
Yeah.
Ripping out the toenails, hitting him with a hammer, sawing off limbs, until he eventually allows him to die. The ending kind of has a fun little twist on it, so I'm willing to give it that. The ending did amuse me, though I do feel like it does kind of ruin a potential demographic that might like this more. But it does connect into the larger world, which a lot of these do have like a world-building way of thinking. And she's kind of in this group of slashers. And like I said, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Hard Candy, but the guys didn't necessarily have it coming because they're selected at random. Now,
So kind of more like, man, I'm drawing a blank.
But as far as, well, while you're on that, acting-wise, the acting is definitely a step up from the last one we covered. They do pretty good with that. I was believing her as she's kind of doing that, like, American Psycho type thing.
Promising young woman.
Promising young woman.
But like the X-rated version, I guess.
Well, even then, the people deserved it. They had it coming.
There was still some randomness there.
But, you know, she kind of has an American Psycho personality. She's very much a psychopath, really. So, and she does a good job with that. The victim has that, and I love the axe guy at the end. The axe guy is hilarious, and I like that you see him later. The other parts, the effects themselves, again, they are believable enough. When she's sawing through that limb, it does look like she's sawing through a limb for the most part. When she's poking out his eye and removing the nail, definitely it does feel like that for me. Gave me cringe a little bit. And so did a very good job with that. And the music is really good. The music, in my opinion, is the best part of this. So who should Red Christmas be for? If it's just the movie alone, I think if you're one of those people who looks at this and you kind of want to see like a punishment of men preying on women and stuff like that, and you say, I want to see men punished, I think this would be a perfect one for that. If you love torture in films, I think this would be a good one for you. I do think, though, if you're one of those that just wants to see the men punished, you may not. It's going to be on the edge for you. Most of it's going to be there, but the ending won't.
What's the difference between enjoying punishment and enjoying torture?
So, as far as, like, that's really all I can say on that, because really, if you like watching people getting tortured, this is probably the movie for you. Now, what makes this worth it are the shorts. So, there's two. The Slasher Hunter and The Survivors. Both short films, but decent-sized short films. I think they're like 30-minute short films. And they're great. The Slasher Hunter is about this organization, and they have this guy who basically they specifically go around and they hunt slashers. And they're all takes on different slashers from the movies like Jason and the Jigsaw and all that. And this guy's hunting them down and taking them down. And The Survivors is about a group of, well, horror movie survivors that band together to fight, the guy based off of the guy from Psycho, who forms his own band called the Killers, who are just, they're just killing people without any, signature to it. These are very fun horror comedies. Those two short films alone are worth the purchase of the disc. Even if you don't care for the movie. And the movie it fits in well with the world, so it's worth one watch, I think. But having those two shorts makes it worth it for me because those are hilarious. I love the costume design. I love the acting. I love the plot. It is great. Those two I could definitely see you watching and enjoying. This, maybe not. So if you like horror comedies, if you like superheroes, and you have a knowledge of slashers, I think you would like this, if you like that tongue-in-cheek thing, if you're looking at the complete package. Well, that's been this, and I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've seen this Red Christmas, let me know what your thoughts are down below. And if you've seen The Survivors and The Slasher Hunters, also let me know. But until then, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.